So, what does the day-to-day workload actually entail as a lawyer? I'm a 24-year-old lawyer from Melbourne, and I work in property and family law. I'll be answering this question based on my current experience as a lawyer with doing these areas, because the day-to-day workload is very different depending on what area of law that you're doing. My one-word answer to this question, anytime I get asked this question in real life or online, is that it depends. It depends. Those are my two favorite words to say. And what I mean by it depends, well, it's dependable on like two things: urgent tasks and deadlines. So both property and family law, they have their fair share of urgent tasks that need to get done, and they also have their fair share of deadlines. So of course, the more deadlines and urgent tasks that we have coming up, the busier it will be. And of course, the same thing works the opposites. The less urgent tasks we have, the less deadlines that we have, the less of the workload it will be. That is pretty much what it is like from my perspective. The number one reason that I picked up on how law school is so different to practicing law is because unlike law school, you don't have like a set thing that you're going to be doing every single day. It's going to be the same thing every single day. Like for example, during a couple of semesters in law school, I used to do readings on Mondays. Tuesday, I'll be doing the lectures. Wednesday and Thursday, I'll be doing my classes. Friday, I will be doing my review. Like, it was a set schedule every single week. Then, when I started practicing law, when I started working in law firms, there's no such thing as doing, oh, Monday we'll be doing this, Tuesday we'll be doing, because like every single week is going to be different, again, depending on the deadlines and the urgent tasks that are coming up. Yes, there will be things that you will be doing every single day, regardless of what workload you have. And that number one thing is emails, catching up on your inbox, answering phone calls, answering questions. Those are things that's going to be in your day-to-day workload, regardless of how much work that you need to get done. So in terms of like what I actually do in property and family law, in property law, I work in conveyancing. So conveyancing, in the simple sentence, is basically transferring the title of a property, so from the vendor to the purchaser. It does involve contract reviews, communicating with the other lawyers, making negotiations, all of those things. There's a lot of admin work that also go towards into it. So the deadlines and urgent tasks that we have depends on when the settlement is, when they want to exchange contracts. So that's property law's urgent dates, deadline dates. And then family law is a lot broader than property law. I won't go into too much detail with that. Let's just say there's a lot of correspondences back and forth with other lawyers. And of course, when you combine the two, depending on which deadlines or which urgent tasks that either of them has, it will depend on how busy a workday will be. So whenever someone asks like, oh, is it a lot of work? Like, yes, of course, it is always going to be a lot.